Hello foodie friends, I'm so excited because this is going to be a bonus episode because Isabel Paige has finally dropped her cookbook this week. And of course, I had to immediately go purchase it and do a review on it. Now, if you don't know, Isabel Paige is another YouTuber, and I started watching her when her channel was a little bit on the small side, and I watched it just explode into popularity, which is really cool. Now, I love her videos because I absolutely love watching her cook. She has a fascinating way of cooking, and it's always beautifully shot with gorgeous, fresh ingredients. Now, she is a vegan cook, so I did have to go out and purchase a few of the more unusual ingredients that I don't normally keep on hand, and my mom made some fresh tahini for me to use in our hummus recipe, so I'm excited to try that and see how that tastes. Now, also, in the interest of full disclosure, I did accidentally buy the wrong kind of millet yesterday, so I just happen to have some really good substitutions in my cabinet, so we will be using bulgur and quinoa. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a different video for this channel because I will not be putting the ingredients in the description box below. I feel like since this cookbook just came out this week from a fellow YouTuber, it really wouldn't be fair of me to just be printing like several of her recipes on my channel without her express permission. So I really didn't want to go that route. So this is going to be a very strict taste test and review of the cookbook overall. And now, in honor of Isabel and her brand new debut cookbook, I'm going to try to film this in a more ASMR cooking style, and then we're going to do our taste test and our review. So let's get cooking. So hopefully that wasn't a complete ASMR disaster. I tend to be a little bit more accident prone and possibly violent while I cook. So usually things are just kind of flying everywhere. So I try to tone it down a little bit, but we'll see what that footage looks like when we get
we'll
to
fix it in post.
We'll fix it in editing. It'll look calm when it's done. I say let's go ahead and try everything, and then we'll talk about the actual cookbook itself.
Okay.
I'm going to say this. This is not the taste I expected.
No, me either.
I will say, oh my gosh, I hate hummus so much because it's store-bought hummus and there's something about it that I'm just like, ugh, I cannot do this. This hummus, yeah, I'm going to eat this all day long.
Yeah, it's good.
This hummus
It'd be great with like
chips or whatever you want to do with
hummus with.
Yeah,
it's just raw vegetables.
Heck yeah. I mean, this is so good. Guys, I'm not kidding. Like, if you make your own, and I just use the cans of garbanzo beans, so you don't, you can shorten it even like I did. If you make this, you're probably not going to go back to store-bought hummus. So I'm actually really pleasantly surprised.
I'm surprised.
That following this, I was able to put together a really good vegan meal, something that we don't normally cook, but probably should start. If it tastes like this, we're going to be adding some more into our diet. Now, we've got dessert. Okay, let's try. And I'll tell you, Isabel, or if any fans of Isabel are watching this, I make a really mean traditional peanut butter cookie. So if you can turn me away from that, then you got a product there, right? So let's go ahead and try. Ooh, crumbled nicely. Again, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's not as sweet as a traditional peanut butter cookie. So if you make these, don't expect, like that burst of white sugar and brown sugar that you're going to get in your mouth. But it's sweet enough.
Yeah.
And I really like the texture of it.
Good, but it's not so good you feel guilty for eating it.
Yes. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah. That's perfect.
It's a snack you don't have to feel guilty about in between meals.
Yeah, that's like, a good one too. It really is. I like the fact that it's got different grains in it, like oats and almond. Mm-hmm. So you're getting the benefit of several different grains that you may not actually add into your diet otherwise.
Right.
Now, in terms of the cookbook itself, it's available. She's got 50 recipes in here. It's available as a PDF download for $15 on her website. She's got a link in her video. I will put that video down below in case you want to go, purchase that. Yeah. And now her brother is the one that designed the cookbook and did the layout. And I have to say, I really, really like it. It's got a nice, clean, modern look to it. It's full of pictures. I really like that because you know me, if a cookbook doesn't have pictures in it, I'm kind of ambivalent about it, unless it's a very historical cookbook that just didn't really do it at the time. But if you're a modern cookbook, you really need to put in the pictures because that's kind of what we expect now.
And it does help in cooking,
It does. It helps you to...
Yours looks like what it should.
Right, yeah. Like, how do you lay it out on the plate? How do you eat this? Yeah, it's really nice. So I like that there's pictures of everything that she puts in here. She's got some spice mixes. She's got some dressings. She's got vegan cream cheese. I thought that was really interesting. She does, have some breads that look fascinating. And of course the desserts and then your lunch, dinner, and that kind of thing. So I was really impressed with the cookbook as soon as I opened it because I really like that clean, modern look. It's laid out very logically, easy to read. You're not going to get confused about what next step you need to take. And I really appreciated that. So thought went into this. And so you may be asking yourself, am I the right kind of customer for this cookbook? I do think it's very reasonably priced. $15 for 50 recipes for the amount of work, especially that she put into it and the amount of work her brother put into it. That's very reasonable. I think if you're a beginning vegan, this cookbook is awesome for you. You can learn how to make your own tofu, which I think is really cool. If you are vegan curious, and
kind of like us.
Yeah, and you just want to try
Start incorporating a few meals here and there.
Exactly. Yeah. You just want to incorporate some a couple times a week, test the waters. This is also really good for you. If you're an adventurous cook and you just want something different in terms of like, I want to add more lentils, beans, and all kinds of different flours and stuff and grains into my diet, this is a really good thing because it's got great desserts in it. I would also say that even if you are on a restricted budget, so say like you're, students, or, whatever your circumstances are, global situation has kind of hit quite a few people hard. I would say this is still doable with the caveat that you follow her substitutions instead of going ahead and buying your blender and that kind of thing. Take advantage of like Aldi and Publix and sometimes Ingles, if you have Ingles in your area. These area grocery stores are doing fantastic jobs now of incorporating pre-made vegan and vegetarian things like your pre-ground flours, and your pre-packaged tofus and that kind of thing. So take advantage of that. And this cookbook is still accessible. Right.
It's still something that would add to the prepackaged vegan type stuff you would get.
Yes. Yeah. She's going to show you how to use that stuff and make it taste good. Like we're very pleasantly surprised with this because we're not vegans. It's been over 20 years since I've, dabbled in that kind of diet and, raw and stuff like that. And this is something I'd make again. Yeah. There you go. I'm excited. That was a lot of fun. I'm really glad Isabel finally put her cookbook out there. Every time I watch an episode of her making food, I was like, I want to try that. And I really wish it was in a nice and collected, thing for me, so I could just, have it in my Kindle whenever I want to. So really excited, really glad she did that, and hope you, at least look at it, see if it's something you want to try. And thank you for watching this episode. We're going to go so we can finish our beautiful lunch. And stay tuned because we'll be going back on our regular, this was just a special episode we threw in. So we're still going to be looking at our monthly theme for next week. So thank you for watching this one and hope you watch the next one. We'll see you later. Bye.
And if you like historical cooking and unusual cookbooks, here's 2 more videos you might enjoy. And make sure to like and subscribe for more foodie adventures.